I'm Quincy Ross, and I'm running for Circuit Court Judge. Today I want to give you a bit of the history behind the Arkansas Judiciary. Let's begin. So the first African-American attorney in Arkansas was a Daniel Webster Lewis. He was from Frankfort, Kentucky, and he became a member of the Arkansas Bar in 1873. Okay. It was 117 years later that Arkansas got its first African-American judge, and it was a woman. Her name was Joyce Elise Williams Warren. She became judge in 1990, November 1990 to be exact, and that was only 27 years ago. So in between that time, the 27 years ago and now, there was a special decree that came out, and it was filed by Eugene Hunt, an attorney in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and it's known as the Hunt Decree. So he filed a lawsuit in 1989 stating that because of the demographics of certain areas in Arkansas, the makeup, the population where there's a high number of African Americans living in certain areas, there should be more representation in the judiciary. And that just means on the bench. There should be more judges that are like the people who live in those areas. So once again, the Hunt Decree was finalized in 1991. It was filed in 89, finalized in 1991. And basically the state of Arkansas simply stated that they didn't want to go to trial, and they wanted to just create a consent decree and agree to set up some special sub-districts in Arkansas. Now I want to go over where those sub-districts are. Okay, so you have one in the first judicial district, and that is composed of the counties of Cross, Lee, Monroe, Phillips, and St. Francis counties. Okay, they were allotted one judicial seat that would be in the sub-district. Now, the next one is in the second judicial district, and it's composed of the counties of Clay, Craighead, Crittenden, Greene, Mississippi, and Poinsett counties. They were also allotted one seat. The next judicial district is the sixth judicial district. Now, that's composed of Pulaski and Perry counties. So it's only two counties there, but they were allotted 5 seats. They were allotted 5 seats because of the population density in this area. Pulaski County is the county that houses our state capital, Little Rock, Arkansas. So they were allotted 5 seats. Next is the 10th Judicial District, and that is Ashley County, Bradley County, Chico County, Deshay County, Drew County. Now this is also the seat that I'll be running for in the 10th Judicial District. And this seat, as you all might know or might not know, was recently won by my aunt, LaVonda Ross. But she passed away suddenly here at the end of 2016 from cancer. But I'm running for her seat, and we'll have an election for that on May 22nd, 2018. And the final special sub-district is in the 11th Judicial District East, and that's composed of the counties of Jefferson and Lincoln. So that's Pine Bluff and Star City. They were allotted 2 seats. Okay. Let me give you some quick facts about the demographics of Arkansas. Okay. So when I say demographics, I mean the makeup of the population density for different races. But I only want to talk about the race, African American race. Okay. So in Arkansas in 1990, the African American population was 16%. Now, in 2010, the population density was 15.4%. So there wasn't very much of a change, or enough to warrant any change in this consent decree or the makeup of how it's done. So, giving a breakdown for the 10th Judicial District, Drew County has a population density of 28% African American. Bradley County has 28% African American. Ashley County has 26% African American, Chico County 54%, Deshay County 48%. Now, what's important about those numbers is that those numbers are almost double the amount of the African American population density for the state. Remember, I said it's only 15.4% in the whole state, but yet in those counties, it's almost double. You got almost 30% for each of those counties, and for Chico and Desha, it's over 50% in those two counties. So lastly, a little bit of information about the seat and why it's important that I make this video today. Judge Don Glover actually held the seat for 23 years. So he held the seat from 1993 until 2016. And it's important that people know the history behind this seat, because many people weren't voting initially when Judge Don Glover began to hold the seat in 1993. And he's also just continuously ran as the incumbent for the seat. So people might not know the reason behind how the seat was created and why there is one black judge in the 10th Judicial District. So hopefully this gives a little bit of information, and maybe this can spark a little bit of conversation. You can always get in touch with me through my Facebook page or the contact information I have there, and we can have a discussion about this. One last thing is I've included an election map that I've gotten from the Secretary of State website, and it actually has where the sub-districts are, and you can see how they're carved out in the counties. So like even with the 10th Judicial District of Drew, Bradley, Desha, Chico, and Ashley, it's not the whole counties, or as that's called, at-large election. It's a sub-district where you have only certain parts of those counties carved out as being the places and the people where the votes will actually count toward who will be elected for the position. So it's going to be important that everyone is registered to vote, everybody gets out to vote, and that you vote for Quincy Ross. But once again, my name is Quincy Ross. I'm running for the 10th Judicial District, 4th Division seat. The election will be on May 22nd, 2018. Vote for Quincy Ross. I'm looking for your support. I'm looking for your vote. Once again, you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram, all those places. My name is Quincy Ross once again. Thank you.